In my last video, I said that my next project was going to be a low, no budget feature. So what's that film going to be about? Well, this is the time when I need to put both my director's head on and producer's head. When people decide to make a low, no budget feature film, a lot decide to make either a horror film or an action film. Because looking at long-term goal, you need to be able to sell the thing once it's been made. Action and horror are the easiest genres to sell, as there's already an audience for it. Plus, action horror travels better. It would be harder to sell an English low-budget drama set in the north to Germany than selling an all-out gore fest. It's a no-brainer. You'd have to be a fool to make a low-budget northern drama. So guess which one I've picked? Yep, the northern drama. See, ignoring the long-term goal of selling the thing, the other thing is making it in the first place with hardly any cash. If you don't have the money to stage, say, a massive werewolf bashing through a door to eat a handful of teenagers in a cabin, then doing a horror film on the cheap is probably a bad idea. It's going to look a bit crap without a budget. Same if you're doing an action film. We don't want to do Die Hard on a budget in a tower block in Wigan. It'd be awful, and more than likely called Pie Hard. I think it was Robert Rodriguez who said something along the lines of making something about things you have access to. He had a guitar case, and access to a turtle, so he made El Mariachi. Kevin Smith worked in a convenience store, so he made Clerks. A wise man once wrote, "Write what you know." So I'm a freelance filmmaker, but shock horror, and I know you wouldn't know this to look at me, I'm actually a qualified personal trainer. No shit. That was my backup plan if I could never get any work as a self-employed cameraman. From a young age, I've loved going to the gym and training, lifting heavy weights and pumping iron. The only thing I didn't like is cardio and eating correctly. But that's going to have to change, because now I'm combining the two. I'm going to make The Bodybuilder. A low, no-budget northern drama set in the present day to the backdrop of bodybuilding. This is a film that's been rattling around in my brain for some time. In fact, I'll tell you how long it's been there. When first trying to get The Bodybuilder made, I remember telling the people involved at the time we needed to get a move on with the project because I just found out my wife and I were expecting a child, so we had to hurry up. That expected child is now 4 years old and started school. We even shot some test footage for that film a long time ago, and now it's more or less out of date. I won't give too much away about the film at this moment, but the whole film is about change, both physically and mentally. Films are traditionally made in a 3-act structure, so we'll take that literally and split the film into 3 parts. I'll be the film's main protagonist, and Act 1 we will film in the next few months. Then we'll stop production so that I can train and diet. After several months have passed, we will pick up production again and shoot Act 2. Once Act 2 is in the can, we can stop production again for several months so that more training and change can take place, and we'll shoot our final act. This is going to help us a lot, as we can shoot these acts in a similar way to how I've made my short films in the past and keep costs down. Also, besides Act 1 and Act 2, I want to try and crowdfund so that we've got a bit of a budget for Act 2 and 3 and post-production. Alongside this channel, I'll also post videos on the Bodybuilder channel called Prepping the Bodybuilder. I don't want to clog up this channel with training videos and gym talk. You'll be able to tell the difference between these two channels with the amazing production value. The film channel will look like this, and the training channel will look like this. Wow! Such amazing high quality production values, and I've not even changed my t-shirt. So please make sure you follow both channels. Even though there aren't any new videos on the other channel, well, there may be depending on when you're watching this, I suppose, but right now there isn't. We have a first draft of the script, but we're currently working on draft 2. I'll be back soon to talk about how we can possibly shoot Act 1 for peanuts, and on the Bodybuilder channel I will talk about the starting point I'm at now and all about the training and how I'm going to get the pounds off once Act 1 has been shot. This is going to be a long process, and it'll be well over a year before the whole film is in the can. But please stick with me. I'm making this for accountability, so I stick with it, so that it's seen through right through to the end and we can accomplish something. It's going to be hard. There's going to be low points as well as high points, and there's going to be times when I want to scrap it all together. And that's why I'm here now talking to you, laying it on the line so that doesn't happen. So please like, subscribe, do something with that bell. I have no idea what it does as I'm not a teenager, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.